Hi friends, welcome to Day 55 Daily Current Affairs. Today first news is vaccine rollout for older people soon, said by Health Ministry. Mutant strain did not cause the recent surge, say experts. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan said on Tuesday that COVID-19 vaccination for the older population over 50 years is expected to start soon and that the immunization program would see greater private sector participation. Speaking at a health ministry press conference, Mr. Bhushan said more private hospitals would be utilized to increase the speed and coverage of COVID-19 vaccination in the coming days. Approximately 10,000 hospitals are being used for administering vaccines in a day. Out of these, 2,000 hospitals are private. This shows how essential the private sector is. In the coming days, more private sector hospitals will be utilized to increase the vaccination coverage and speed, he said. Government to ensure healthcare for all, says PM, stating for the budget allocation for health sector this year has been unprecedented. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said this indicated his government commitment to providing healthcare to every citizens. Blow to PM Oli as Nepal Supreme Court reinstates lower house. In a major setback to the government of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, the Supreme Court of Nepal on Tuesday reinstated the House of Representatives, the lower house of Nepal's parliament, a special constitution bench of the Supreme Court which declared the verdict in response to 13 petitions ordered that the 275-member house should convene within 13 days. Former Prime Minister Baburam Bhattarai said the verdict would help build better Delhi-Kathmandu ties. Terrorism is a crime against humanity. Pandemic handling shows India's commitment to human rights, says Jaishankar. Terrorism continues to be one of the greatest threats to humankind. It is a crime against humanity and violates the most fundamental human right, namely the right to life. Terrorism can never be justified, nor its perpetrators ever equated with its victims. Said by External Affairs Minister Jaishankar. Government will ensure healthcare for all, said by PM. COVID-19 has taught us to prepare to fight similar challenges in the future, says Modi. The world has watched us closely and India has shown its strength during the pandemic. Stating that the budget allocation for health sector this financial year has been unprecedented, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said this indicated his government commitment to providing healthcare to every citizen. He added that the COVID-19 pandemic had taught the country a lesson on how to prepare and fight similar challenges in the future. TSC clears bids worth 13,700 crore. Procurement proposals for 118 Arjun Mk1A tanks for 8,400 crore also cleared. The Defence Acquisitions Council, headed by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, on Tuesday cleared procurement proposals worth 13,700 crore, including 118 Arjun Mk1A tanks for around 8,400 crore. The improved tank was formally handed over by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the army last week. Okay. Ministry disowns cow science examination. Rashtriya Kamdena Ayog had no mandate to conduct tests, says Animal Husbandry Department. With the Rashtriya Kamdena Ayog having cancelled its indigenous consent exam after a widespread criticism about its promotion of fake claims and pseudoscience, the Animal Husbandry Department said the 2-year-old body had no mandate to conduct such an exam. Any future awareness program would be conducted on scientific basis, a senior official overseeing the RK told the Hindu. So cow science examination is cancelled. Imran pitches economic corridor to Sri Lanka. It will help boost connectivity, Pakistan PM says in Colombo. Pitching the China-Pakistan economic corridor as a connectivity booster, Prime Minister Imran Khan in Colombo on a 2-day visit beginning on Tuesday said Pakistan would find ways and means to enhance trade and connectivity with Sri Lanka. Pakistan is a part of One Belt and Road Initiative of China and CPEC is one of its flagship program and it means connectivity, he said hours after his arrival. The CPEC, Mr. Khan said, would help enhance Sri Lanka's connectivity right up to Central Asia, while trade ties would bring Pakistan and Sri Lanka closer together. Hong Kong to disqualify officials, politicians disloyal to China. Hong Kong announced plans on Tuesday to ramp up the ideological vetting of politicians and officials with anyone seen to disloyal to China or national security threat banned from office. Reliance India Limited to hive off oil to chemicals into new unit with $25 billion loan. Reorganization will improve efficiencies, attract investor capital, says the firm. Reliance Industries has announced its plan to carve out its oil to chemicals business into an independent unit with a $25 billion loan from the parent as it looks to unlock value selling stakes to global investors such as Saudi Aramco. Reliance had valued the oil to chemicals business at $75 billion and Way was in talks with Saudi Aramco for a 20% sale. Government to review anti-dumping duty on Chinese steel products. This is last list today. D- DGTR to examine need for continued imposition of the levy. The Commerce Ministry investigation arm DGTR has initiated a probe to review the need for continuing imposition of anti-dumping duty on certain types of steel products imported from China following complaints from domestic industry according to a notification. So still India want to continue the anti-dumping duty. Thanks for watching today's daily news and current affairs. We'll meet again in tomorrow daily news and current affairs. Please comment, subscribe, like and share.